I think we are.
It says live on mine. So
let me just refresh the page and then. Oh God, what have I done? Hang on, I've got a mouse right here. Let me just click back on that because it's saying upcoming on mine. Oh God, what's going on here today?
yeah, I can hear you and see
live.
you.
No, we're good. Okay, we're live. Forget it. We're starting now. Oh, okay. Hello, my name's Rob. This is Rabbit Model Studios. I'm joined as usual by my good friend Josh from Spires Gaming Group.
Hello.
Say hi, Josh.
Hello.
Louder.
Hello.
Do it in Cornish.
I can't do a Cornish accent.
No, I mean, I don't even know what Cornish people sound like. But we're here tonight to keep you company for an hour or so of our times. Josh, what are you working on tonight?
I am working on my Moonstone painting competition, and I'm working on Boulder, the troll from Moonstone.
Which I, we were just talking about this. I absolutely love that miniature. It's got such big, say, Ludo vibes from Labyrinth.
Yes.
Absolutely adore. It's such a cool model. Like I said, Moonstone constantly improving their models, knocking them out of the park.
Oh, I'll tell you what, I saw one today with Ichinagia, which sort of a painter's done, and oh my god, it is amazing.
You'll have to send me. They do the.
Yeah. I think absolutely blown away by that model.
What people can do with them, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm going to be working on the lion. For Davis, cat or rabbit. Look at that. I've got emotes. Fantastic. How are you today? I'm working on the lion, who is he's just got through that horrible stage of it felt like it just took ages to come together, and I was spending ages painting him, and I was like, I look at him and I'm thinking, what the hell have I even done?
Yeah.
It just didn't feel like I was getting anywhere. Now all of a sudden, all the cloth's done. I'm starting on like some of his smaller details, and then it is literally just a power armor. And I've got all the little bits and sub assemblies. I mean, he's got his little gun. I've got a few little bits. A lot of those are head options. Then it's his sword. I think by the end of the weekend, I'll probably have him standing proudly in front of my Dark Angels.
Nice.
Which is I think so.
And it's Coronation Weekend.
It is here. If you aren't from the UK or
Commonwealth,
we've got a coronation happening. So hey, Josh, 3-day weekend.
It is.
Boom. I like that. I'm all for a 3-day weekend. I'll be down the pub on Saturday. Raising one for old Charlie. Cheers for the day off, son. But fantastic. Really looking forward to it. Looking forward to a lion. Are you doing anything for the coronation? Are you a royalist?
I'm not anti-royalist, but I'm not like one of these
fanatical royalists.
Yeah, I'm sort of like don't mind, but also couldn't care less at the same time, kind of thing. So
it's like when I heard the Queen died, I kind of went, "Oh, that's sad."
Yeah.
Anyway, went back to eating my bagel.
But
I appreciate the day off. Absolutely. However, I'm not really a royalist. It's nice for like my kids to,
But so we're going to do stuff so the kids to remember, can remember.
Well, that's exactly what I'll be doing. Well, it's a part of history, isn't it?
I suppose it's everyone's first coronation, pretty much, unless you're 90 odd.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I remember seeing Prince Harry get married. Me and my eldest sat there, and she was like enthralled by it. And then she was like, "Yeah, but I don't really like the rules."
What? You actually went to watch him get married?
No, did I fucking get no? Wait, Josh, I bloody put it on the TV.
Oh, right, fair enough. I thought you meant you and your daughter went.
No. Absolutely not.
I suppose it's not too far from you, though, is it?
No, do you know what? To get into London from me, it's about a 10-minute walk to the train station, and it puts us on the Piccadilly line. So we are literally just on the outskirts, because we class as Greater London where we are, although there isn't really much great about it, if I'm honest with you.
I don't know if I dropped some kebab when I went, but I haven't.
It has its moments.
Everyone has its moment.
Yes, but it's yes. So no, it puts us right on the Piccadilly line. I can be in London in about half an hour.
Okay.
Which is pretty cool, to be honest.
Yeah.
So there, Dean, how are you, Captain Noodle? We're playing Warhammer because I have a problem. Don't worry, but and play like the Imperial March and pretend you're like serving the custards.
Between PFR in March, it's National Star Wars Day today.
I'll have you know, Josh, it's not Star Wars Day. It's actually International Password Day today.
No, definitely International Star Wars Day to me.
I think you'll find that is factually wrong.
No, I don't agree what anyone says. May 4th is Star Wars Day.
It's also, if you didn't know, it's the Greater Good's birthday today.
Yes, it is. Yes, the true Jedi Master.
Yes, absolutely. He's off in he's in Wales at the moment.
Yes.
And we've had some lovely weather in the UK today, so he's probably sunning himself. Lucky guy. Enjoy it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's where I think. Oh, Josh, shall we? Let's do. Have you got? Do you know what? We forgot the most important thing, Josh. Have you got a brew on?
I have. I've been doing my extra big cups for life.
Wow, you in competition with Sports Direct there? Those mugs.
Mainly because I always run out halfway through, and there's still one more. And if after on a live, it's hard just to make a cup of tea halfway through a live.
So just quickly, a guy named Value, it's my friend Fraser, is on the chat.
Hello,
lovely guy. I now have both my Patreons in the same place. Brilliant. Thank you very much. That's what I'd like to interject there.
No problem.
So yeah, there we go. If people didn't know, I do have a Patreon. I use it like a tipping jar because I do believe information should be free, but obviously YouTube equipment and stuff like that isn't cheap or free. So if you do want to contribute, I have a little Patreon where people can just go, "Oh, thanks, really enjoyed that video," or "Oh, cheers, alerts, thank," and that's the way it shall always be.
And you'll be launching your OnlyFans next week, right?
My OnlyFans, yeah, damn right. I'm doing feet and everything. So there we go. What was your, Josh, feelings about? Obviously, I know you spoke about it on your live last night, but what was your feelings about Warhammer Fest?
I like the new Leviathan box. I think that's a really cool box.
I think it's a very cool looking box. Absolutely, I
think the rumored price, which is £150. I don't know how true that is, but that is what's been going around. I think that's probably a fair price for the box.
It sounds about right for me for what you're getting.
Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping they do release a smaller box, for about 125.
They will undoubtedly do what they did with Indomitus, where you will get the Indomitus release first, and then you'll get the like the is it Elite Command and Recruit boxes?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, you'll definitely get those.
100%. I think for what you get inside, I think it's pretty cool. I mean, the models are pretty cool in there. Even the tuner models look pretty cool. But apart from that, I thought Warhammer Fest was a little bit average, reveal-wise.
I think it's really what you want out of it.
Yeah.
I've spoken to some people that were left a little bit disappointed. I've spoken to people that, do you know what, had a really, really good time there.
Yeah. And
I think the biggest issue they had was everything was paid for and everything was queues.
Yeah. So I was speaking to just the average 4K painter. He went.
Yes, he did. Yes.
He didn't have a good time there.
No, I think he left early, didn't he? He kind of sick
when
of the queue straight away.
When there's a 4-hour queue to try the new Warhammer, 40K, because there's only 8 tables. And it's
to me, just personally, I think the problem you had was because they blew their load a little bit early at Adepticon, revealing 10th. They then had to put something on the table at Warhammer Fest.
I'd rather they didn't, and just have to box out so people can look through it rather than
the learn to play things. No, I don't mind the hands-on thing, but it kind of feels like that they didn't have, because I mean, when you think about it, the reveals at Adepticon were amazing because that's when they announced the Lion. That's when they announced 10th edition. There was a lot going on there.
But Warhammer Fest was a bit average, really, wasn't it, compared to Adepticon?
It certainly seemed of smaller scale. I went to the 2019 Warhammer Fest at the Rico in Coventry. It was 3 floors. There were, games developers set up whole massive things. They had taken exhibitions from Warhammer World and brought them with them. There were floors of painting. You could try contrast. There was Gold Demon. You could meet all the artists, like all the concept artists. And there was just so much going on.
Yeah.
You could meet a heavy metal design team. And it was all free. There was only a few seminars that you had to actually book. You didn't necessarily have to pay for, or it was a very small amount, but you booked the seminars. But other than that, you just had to be there and there'd be seats available for you to go into them.
Yeah, well, I quite like to look at the hobby challenge that I was doing. But then I watched someone's YouTube video and they got invited down by Games Workshop to take part in it. Then I found out you had to pay for it, and I think that's a bit. You spend all that money.
You've paid for someone else to have a good time.
Yeah.
I do stuff like that. Like I said, I mean, maybe I'm just a bit of an old-fashioned individual. I don't know. I'm probably like a bad YouTuber or Instagram person. I've never really been that into it. Like, to me, it wouldn't sit right with me doing something like that.
No, not when everyone else has to pay. If they invite you to, I don't know, Warhammer World on a, one-off event or something, fair enough. But when everyone else has to sort of go and pay to do the same thing you are doing, I think that's
but also, like, I guess on the flip side of it, like, I guess if someone had rocked up to me and gone, "Hi, do you want to come down to Warhammer thing? It's on us, blah blah blah," you'd go, "Oh, what a great opportunity," and you probably would go. But I don't know. With me, to know that people had paid and I'm just kind of standing there not, I think would be. I don't know. I'm not that type of person. I never have been. Like, my go-to excuse for things like this is, "Oh, you're going to Warhammer Fest," and it's always like, I'm washing my hair that day.
Yeah.
Sorry if I'm struggling to string a sentence together there. I was just making sure I was doing this guy's Aquila, so I just wanted to get it right. That's what I kind of always like. I don't know. I think it had pros and cons. The gripe that they have, a few people had, that like people were getting information about the new releases quicker than the people that were actually there, and we saw this happen once before. I saw the thing, Warhammer Leviathan, and I was like, "Oh, Warhammer Leviathan confirmed." And I had some guy message me from there and go, "Oh, have they announced a tank?" And I went, "No, it's a new box set." And he was like, "Oh yeah, they've just announced it now." And that was like a gap of like 3-4 minutes.
Oh really?
Yeah, he thought it was like a new Astra Militarum tank. He was like, "Oh, have they announced a new tank or something?" And I was like, "No."
Yeah, massive miscommunication on their half. Then there,
very, very. However, I do like the models. I dare I say I love Space Marines. Big Space Marine painter player, but I do think the Tyrannid definitely got the better half of the reveals.
Yeah, I mean, I won't personally go out and buy the box set for myself. I am picking up for the club, and obviously it's got all of the 10th edition stuff in, and we are a mainly 40k club, so obviously have to be up with the times and.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, it's a necessary evil in your case.
Yeah, and
I think that's a good way of saying it.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know what I'm going to do with the Inns at the moment. I'm going to focus on Space Marines and probably
either that or eBay them and raise a bit of money for the club.
Yeah, I mean, I might keep him and have him as a sort of second club army. Although I did turn down a second club army last week, but
you know what I mean. I'm not being funny. Club army sounds good on paper, but how long are these Space Marines?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yes. Sorry. Value. Fraser in the chat has a massive thing for Tyranids. He's been doing Tyranids for absolutely ever since I've known Fraser. He's been doing Tyranids, so I know he's definitely super excited for it. I think out of the models, I like the Screamer Killer, and I really like that big beastie. I like the Tyranids that are big monster type things.
Yeah.
They're that's my If I was going to do Tyranids, I would do all big things like Carnifexes and Toxicranes. And,
I mean, if you want me to just get the box and send the Tyranids over, if you want to paint them up, you're more than welcome to.
No, because I will, probably try and pick up my own box.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, it's fine.
But I mean, if I do know of anyone that maybe doesn't want to buy the box and does want them, then I will definitely drop you a message. I think that's the easiest way of doing it. It's always helpful if you can pair someone up with someone that wants to sell and someone that wants to buy. I definitely think.
No, I mean, if you just want to paint them up, I don't mind, send them over and do them for the club kind of thing.
Well, if I don't get lucky with a box, I might take you up on that. But if not, I will probably pick them up myself anyway.
I'll be honest, they're probably just going to be sitting in the box for a good couple of months until I've...
Just if you're insisting I take the Tyranids, and please just send them to me.
No, well, I'm just saying, I'm not going to rush to get them done, if that makes sense. It's
yeah, no, absolutely.
Because I imagine a lot of people will start playing Tyranids because all new models and that, aren't they?
Yeah, you know what? I more and more I'm learning you can't blame people for that. Like I always used to thought, like, oh god, look at those doing the flavour of wheat. But do you know what? Sometimes it's nice to get lost in that little bit of hype.
Oh, 100%.
Like, do you know what? Like I started doing Dark Angels, and about 2 weeks later they announced the Lion, and I was like, this has done it for me.
Yeah.
I can't wait to just paint more, because I was just so lucky to have picked the fact, and then
get that completely.
But I tell you the other thing I really liked. I really liked the Knights for Age of Sigmar.
Yeah, that was all right. Yeah,
I really liked them. At first, I saw them and I was like, oh god. But now I'm like, actually, I really like those.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
But I think the model I liked the absolute most is the gigantic Moor Grunter from Iron Jaws.
The only thing I didn't like about it was to do two guys on the side of it.
Oh, I think it's so good.
I like the concept of it, but it's just them two guys on the side just seem a bit.
Because I think you can have it without the guys on the side. You can have it as just a pure beast. They were saying.
See, I don't mind having a pure beast with like the ride on top, but the two guys inside look really like. I don't know if they're not like strapped onto anything or nothing. So that would just literally just fly.
But they're not supposed to really care about health and safety, do
they? No, I know that, but even orcs, they would just still fly off. And
to be fair, Gordrak is chained to his own Maw Crusher.
Yeah,
I would say that's probably for safety reasons.
Because if you want to be up and close personally, you can't be flying off a pig every 5 minutes, can you?
Nah, but then once again, I don't think they really care too much. But no, I think the Gore Moor Grunter, sorry, I have to learn that name. Really, really did it for me. Really, really impressed.
I like the Nurgle guy they released. I thought he looked pretty cool.
Oh, the new Harbinger of Decay. Yeah, that model's needed updating for so long. So glad that it's getting an update.
Yeah, I thought that was a pretty cool model.
Really am. I think that's one of the only resin models left in the Maggot King range now. So once that goes, I think it's all pretty new stuff, which is cool.
I did really enjoy painting the Blight Kings up. I did last year.
Blight Kings are fantastic models.
Yeah, did really enjoy painting them up.
So let's just do. I'm trying to get all of the little details of the lion done for today, because filming, I gotta tell you, I like doing the paint videos, but they are so time consuming.
Yeah, I bet.
It's you have to stop. Remember, oh, did I take pictures of that for Instagram? Did I, do I have enough footage on that section? Oh god, it's a bloody nightmare. I tell you.
Yeah, I can imagine.
It really slows down painting. Look at her, everyone. Pengehammer has just joined the chat.
Hi, Penge.
The enthusiasm now. Oh god,
it's all
lowering the tone.
I was trying to find a colour at the same time.
So yeah, that's right. Let's do his little belt. Let's give him a nice shiny gold buckle.
It is, yes. First time me and Penge have been on a live this week together. Although we haven't spoken in person. We only spoken text with all of them. So
that's the way to do it.
Yeah.
Keep those digital friends at arm's length.
I did do a good deed today, though.
What did you do?
Obviously, my nan died in February. We're sorting a house out, and she had loads of blankets in her, and we took them to the dog's home.
Oh, good on you.
But, I mean, there was like 15, 17 black bin bags full.
Yeah, wow.
So it was a fair few.
Nan was a blanket enthusiast, was she?
Yes, she was.
Looking that way.
Yeah, so they've all gone to the dog's home now, and
good on you.
All the little pooches at the home can enjoy nice new blankets now, and yeah, and hopefully they'll get home soon. That's obviously the best outcome for dogs.
Hey, a new blankie,
new blanket, new home. Why not?
Absolutely.
Well, I didn't look around dog's home because I would have brought one back if I looked around. It's
that's the problem. I couldn't go to somewhere like a dog shelter because I would end up.
Yeah, it's so hard.
All of them.
You can hear them all come home with me, and you're like, oh, yeah, it's.
So yeah, no, I do. I love stuff like that. It's very much my jam. Now, do I like his? I might like give him a little red thing. I don't know.
But same dog home I've got my dog from as well. So it's
nice.
Yeah.
I might. So, just getting back to the free guild stuff.
Yes.
If they're called free guild still,
they are. I think, yeah.
What I really like the idea of is painting them up, because, like, when you look at the old Bretonia stuff, they have like all the different liveries and that from like their lords and stuff like that. I really like the idea of having like 2 of everything had been given by a lord, so they're all in different colors and liveries and stuff like that, but they were like the rule was 2 cavalry, 2 soldiers, 2 bowmen all had to be pledged, so you'd get like little units of matching people that are all from like the same village or clan or whatever. They had to. I like the idea. I'm playing around with the idea of that in my head. I think that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, that sounds pretty cool. I'm going to leave him to dry now because I can't really do much more until he's dry. So I'm going to work on his space a bit.
What are you doing for his base?
Well,
is it a buttery biscuit base?
I wish. That'd be amazing. I think I'm just going to do some cork and like maybe do do some maybe lava or something. I don't know. I'm really struggling with space.
Yeah.
Or I might just do like rocky sort of Greenland like I've done with my other moonstones, tie them in a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm struggling with space a bit, I have to say. So,
well, what colour is the miniature?
I've done them like orange and sort of yeah, let me try and...
Is he quite bright?
Well, I'm trying to turn the camera around. There we are. There he is.
So I would actually give him quite a light base because you've got some real rich, heavy colours there. The way I've always worked things is if it's a dark coloured miniature, go for a light base because you'll find that it contrasts better.
Yeah.
And it will actually help the miniature itself pop out a little bit more.
Yeah.
What about like a wintry themed base?
Oh, it could do, yeah. I mean, I use like sort of my own basing stuff for the... I say it's my own, it's like a mix of army paint stuff actually, but...
Have you got crackle paint that dries like cracked?
Yes.
Right. What you can do, paint it on, leave it to dry, and then spray it white.
Okay.
Give it a wash with Coelia Green Shade.
Yeah.
And then tickle it really, really gently with Baharoff Blue and then Blue Horror.
Okay.
Do you know that Ogroid Myrmidon that I did for you on that snow base?
Yes.
That's exactly how I did that. Then all I did was get Valhalla Blizzard and almost like put it on a brush and tap it. Don't leave it in little odd clumps because it looks weird.
Yeah.
Tap it and you get like little bits of almost like frost effect.
Okay.
That's what you should do. I'm going to do a tutorial on that. You heard it here first.
Yes. That'd be cool. Yeah.
Do you know what I'm excited for, Josh?
What's that?
The Legend of Zelda is coming out on Friday.
Oh, is it this Friday?
No, next Friday.
Next Friday. Oh, okay. Friday. Cool. Yeah, I've got that coming out. So.
Have you got Tears of the Kingdom pre-ordered? Tears of the should have been a DLC.
I've won it in a competition actually.
You are so lucky. You need to go and buy some bloody lottery tickets.
Yeah, I won it in a instant win competition.
Fucking hell.
So yeah, so I have to come in.
Honestly, really looking forward to it, actually. I was looking at my stats on Nintendo Switch the other day, and it's like my most game played is Breath of the Wild, and it's like over 250 hours.
Well.
It's something ridiculous like that of how long I'd sat there playing that game for. I was actually a little bit disgusted in myself, but
well,
I enjoy it. I don't care.
No, it's pretty cool. I am going to show you the new Goblin King model though for Moonstone. How cool is that model?
Yeah, he's great.
I mean,
chair.
It's a chair, and he's got, one of the goblins pushing it behind. Look,
that's great.
And he glue his legs on, and one up there, look, and one there pulling it, look. And if you look at his crown, it is. Oh, yeah. Let me try and focus it. Why is it not focusing?
Move it back. What is it?
Oh, come on. Can you see? It's got the chicken.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, you can't really see it on the camera a little bit, but that's his little head on the chicken.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dead Dancer, Evening Radical, how are you?
Yeah.
10 years Black Zelda, but waiting till start of June for it, making the missus get it for my birthday. Oh, look at Pence dropping subtle birthday hints. Oh yeah, just wait until June for my missus to get it because it's my birthday in June. Yeah.
Yeah.
What day's your birthday, Penge? how old you're going to be. I'm going to be 18.
Yeah, that's the Coronation King model from Moonstone.
Yes, it is very cool.
Which is very cool. And just come with the Goblin King card as well. Which is very cool. Which I'm pretty sure it's the same as the other Goblin King one, so I don't think it's changed.
It's just because that was for the anniversary, wasn't it? The coronation.
Yeah, coronation. Yeah.
Cool.
So, and they did release Death and Taxes boxer, which I haven't pre-ordered yet because money. I'm trying to save up for Games Expo, so. But
nice.
this was limited edition, so.
It's the
yeah.
That's what we're going to change tonight. So I'm working on the Lion L. Johnson. Josh is working on a Moonstone miniature.
Yes, Boulder.
Boulder, that's it. Ludo, that's what I'm saying. Ludo. Is the 5th. Oh, my youngest is on the 18th. Her birthday falls on Father's Day this year.
What is it?
I keep telling her I'm not celebrating her birthday this year because Father's Day takes preference. Is that the It is the Lion. It's Lion L. Johnson. Or Portuguese, it would be da, because we would say of the. So it's Johnson of the Lion.
Johnson of the Lion.
Look, I don't make these languages up. I just speak them. So there we go. Yeah.
Such a cool looking model. Yeah, if everyone would play fantasy, look at Moonstone models. They are the best, probably the best fantasy models out there. They're even up for award on UK Games Expo for their model range. So
I generally hope they bring home something because I think they really, really deserve it. They've put a lot of hard work in.
Not to slag the other finalists off in that range, but I think Moonstone absolute wobs the floor with the other ones.
Yeah.
Because one of them is at Dystopia, like sort of steampunk ship boat game or whatever.
I'll be honest with you, I'm so bad with independent games. I know very little.
Which, don't get me wrong, the models are cool, but compared to Moonstone just, I personally think, kicked her ass. But yeah, and also up for a best rules category as well. So
nice.
Yeah. Simply because it's also I mean I do like steampunk stuff, but if you look through the model range of Moonstone and see how people paint them up and I just think it's some of them are breathtaking. Some of the paint jobs for Moonstone, it's just get better and better as well, which
it does. I got to admit, their models are really on point lately. Like they're releasing them not only like at a good pace, but they're also they're getting real inventive with what they do, and I can appreciate that. Obviously, I only really see the ones that you show me. I don't tend to go and look for them, but I must say they are very inventive.
Yeah, and that's fun as well. They're not like all serious kind of models, and you get like Warhammer's really just really dark, isn't it?
It's very serious.
Yeah, and these ones are a bit more fun to paint, and yeah. Oh, and I was going to ask you: are you coming to the Games Expo or?
When is it again?
It's first weekend in July. So like 3rd, 4th, 5th, or something like
that. Do me a favour. Message me directly after this.
Yep.
With the word dates.
Okay. Or why don't I send you the dates?
No, I need to check my dates because I've got a lot of weddings coming up this year.
That's fine. Yeah, no worries.
So I need to just make sure I don't say yes to anything and leave myself short.
No, it's all right. I've got a spare ticket on the Sunday, and I'd need someone to go with me, and I've got no one at the moment.
Right. Okay. So basically, you're asking me to be a date. Josh, just ask me on a date. You can.
Rob, can you come on a date with me to Game Expo?
Only if you touch my penis and buy me dinner.
Maybe after.
All right.
After wow you first. After woo you first.
Damn. People say I'm too easy to be lured in. I see what they mean.
When I
Don't
say
leave
woo
it with
you, I'm
me.
just going to do Ric Flair style and just woo at you all day.
How was Games Expo? It was fine, but Josh raped me. All right, let's paint.
You guys say, can I be? Oh, there's always one of runes there. Penge asking if he can be third wheel.
Yeah, you can hold the camera. It's fine.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, if you're up for going to Games Expo, I'm going on a Sunday. Well, I'm there Saturday and Sunday, but I'm busy on the Saturday. So,
The only thing I will tell you, Josh, is if there is alcohol anywhere, I will seek it out and I will drink it.
I think there used to be Weatherspoons in the NEC, so
good, fantastic. Drop me off there. You go do your nerdy stuff, and I'll sit in a bar.
Nice.
Job done. There we go. Sold. Let's paint this little thing.
Yeah, but I will check the dates and.
No, okay, cool. Yeah, just message me after this dates.
Yeah, the only thing I know Saturday there is train strikes, so it might be a bit hard for you to get there on Saturday anyway.
Right.
Sunday should be okay. What I've heard.
Well, I mean, if it's Birmingham, Penge, off the top of your head, do you know what train from London goes to Birmingham? Is it Euston? I think it's Euston, isn't it?
You can get to Lichfield from Euston, I think, as well.
I'm pretty sure Euston, just off the top of my head with train knowledge, I'm sure it's Euston. If that's the case and Penge does want to come, I would be willing to get up very early, meet you at Euston Station, Euston, and then we can go off together. Do it that way.
Yeah, and you either can meet me there, or I could, if you go to Lichfield from Euston, I can pick you up from Lichfield.
Are you driving?
I am now because I had to book.
You can pick us up, then, bruv.
But if you're going from Birmingham New Street, then it'll be easy for you to catch the other train to the NEC, just direct train.
Yeah.
Which will be a lot easier for you guys.
Okay, well, let's see how it plays out, and we'll take it from there. And we'll do that. But no, that sounds cool. Sounds fun. I really should. I always say this. I'm like, I should really go to that because it would probably help out, and you could probably do some stuff on it. You know, I don't know how I'm never that interested in seeing what people have been up to.
Yeah.
Like when people do those videos and they're like, "Oh, I went to here and it was great," and I'm thinking, "Oh, that's cool," but I'm gonna watch something else now.
It's
once again, awful YouTuber, awful persona.
It's how I think events like that is how you make of it. So
yeah,
it's like in the media festival. You know, people just get absolutely smashed and drugged up, and that's the weekend. And I've had a brilliant weekend.
Is that what we're doing at Games Expo? Is it?
I mean, if you want to, I'm driving.
Yeah,
so
do it. We'll just get on it, shall we?
I can't drink, so.
No, you're driving us now. Designated driver.
I'm always a designated driver. I don't mind.
But no, in all seriousness, I probably should
tell a lie. We're going for Chinese next week with the club.
Yeah,
and I'm not. I think I've got a lift from someone.
Hey, Josh is cut loose.
Which is unusual because I'm normally driving. But
is it my turn for a junk phone call?
No, I won't get that drunk. I've got.
Oh, come on, man, do it.
No, I've got the hospital appointment next day, so
I want you to ring me smash so I can go. Oh, that's what it feels like.
No, but no. Yeah, going to all you need. So
that's a challenge. Love it.
Yeah, I do like all you need. Well, you probably tell by looking at me, but I do like my food.
I'm always hungry. I can't help it. I'm pretty sure I've got worms. I probably need worming, but I love it. I love my food so much. Right, so he will go with that. So let's have a look at his sword. Oh, excuse me. Sword kind of goes like that.
Oh, I was looking at my Alpha Legion the other day and working on what else I've got to paint up for it.
Yeah.
I've only got a couple more units to do, man.
What have you got left to do? What are you adding into your Alpha Legion?
Well, I'm gonna get some more stuff, but I've got this unit to finish off, which I was painting last week with you. So I've pretty much got 2 more of them and the bases to do. And I've done the 5-man squad.
Yeah.
Then I've got a unit of the is it the accursed cultists, the ones with the big guys? Some mutant-looking ones in.
Yes, I think it is.
Yeah, I think it's the accursed ones. I know them. So I've got them. I did start painting them, but wasn't too happy with them, so I did respray them, and I'm going to do them again.
Yeah.
Only half painted anyway. And then I've got a Forge Fiend.
Nice. Like those.
That is it for me, Alpha Legion. What I've got. The next on my list will be Chaos Terminators.
He loved the Chaos Terminators.
Yeah,
I've got 2 more to paint for my World Eaters, and love them. Lovely models. Just quickly, Dead Dancer. I don't know what I've got in points. I'll be honest with you, I'm awful for stuff like that. I probably could go through it. I have a codex right next to me that I picked up. I know they're going out of date. I did pick up the old Dark Angels codex because I really wanted it for the pictures and the artwork and to make sure I could do certain things. But I've only got 5 intercessors, 3 assault marines. I've got the Brutalis. Then I've got, I guess, a Blade Guard captain. I've got a lieutenant. I've got a captain and a chaplain. And that's it. I'm working on the Lion. I have an ancient down here. I do have 5 heavy intercessors, and I'll probably pick up 10 infiltrators. I also have the 3 Lion's Guard, Blade Guard guys. But other than that,
Blade Guards. Here's the one I did last night.
Oh yes, I saw it. It looks good. I like the yellow weapon.
Do you? Does it look alright?
Yeah, it looks fine.
Yeah, so keeping with the club colours and that. Yeah, it's yeah, but yeah, I thought it turned out quite well.
No, it's nice. You've done a good job there.
Oh, and he popped off.
Hey, no popping off on stream.
Oh, it's fell off again. Oh, I've dropped it. Never mind.
No, I do. Yeah, I like him actually. I do like the. I will try to procure a box of Leviathan. Absolutely. However, do you know what? If I don't get one, I don't think I'll be that bummed out because chances are everything will become separate anyway. Yeah. And a lot of what I'm doing with the Dark Angel stuff is converted anyway. So he's a rowdy one. Yeah, I don't think I'm that fussed if I miss out. It'd be nice to have it. Remember, folks, simplified, not simple. That's why you're getting a 392-page rulebook, for fuck's sake.
I did think that when they released it. It was like
it seemed like they were adamant on going, yeah, it's 390 pages, and I'm thinking there's nothing fucking simple about that. I'm not reading all that. You can forget it.
But then, have they got all the stats in for all the factions?
A lot of it will be lore and background.
Yeah, you know,
that type of baloney, won't it? So,
yeah, it's still a heavy book though to carry around, isn't it?
That's a very big book, isn't it?
You know.
But hey, do you know what? It'd be cool. I'm splitting box, getting rid of the Nids that need them 4th on top. 6 kill teams. It will be. It'll be a lot of. Like, I've got the. There it is, right there. Hang on, just right behind me. And in actual fact, I can show you the book that I was looking at last week. Just ever so quickly. This is the edition of 9th. Here is the 9th edition book. This actually comes in at 367 pages. And a lot of it is maps and lore and stuff and things, and all the factions is nice. It's good. That's brilliant. However, if we look at this book right here, Josh, which did we work it out? Was it 5th or 6th edition? If anyone knows.
Oh,
let me know in the comments below.
I think it was 5th. I think.
And this absolute massive bad boy here. If we just skip back from the index, 431 pages.
Jesus.
So this is actually bigger than the books that we are getting.
It was less complicated, that edition. As well, so.
Looks it, doesn't it?
You know,
those are some hefty tomes. Do you know what? It's
how
mad.
Many attacks Baden's got and Gulliman?
Any what? Sorry.
Have you seen how many attacks Gulliman's got on his own? 14 attacks.
Well, he is a Primarch, isn't he?
Yeah, but 14. It's so ridiculous. It's
I think he'll be things like the Lion and that will become incredibly high in points.
Oh yeah, well, it should be. There should be 1,000 points, I reckon.
What? No, you're having a laugh. That's half your army in one person. You can't do that.
But he's a Primarch.
Yeah, but shut up.
Then come back to life on like 6 wounds, and you know.
I do think that each faction should get something that can rival that.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, Tal's just going to have the railguns, aren't they? Which are just going to pop Primarchs.
What I would like to see, rather than when we get these codexes and that, and everyone goes, you're going to get new units, and you'd get some like doddery HQ that isn't so great.
Yeah.
I'd like to see a big model be released for every faction. Not some silly little HQ, an actual big, something that can go toe to toe with like Ghazghkull, Abaddon, the Lion, Gilliman, like Mortarion. Everyone should get a new big fuck off unit.
I totally agree with that. But also, I think they need to release all the Primarchs as well.
Don't get me wrong, I completely agree with you. If Dawn and Ruff came back, I'd have a meltdown. I don't think my heart could take it.
Alfarius needs to come back and decide what he's doing.
Does he even know? That's the thing.
Maybe that should be a rule. He has to roll the dice to work out whether he knows what he's actually doing on the board.
What?
Use them if you just miss a turn with him.
Just be like, I'm not quite sure what I'm up to.
But no, if you miss a turn, no one's allowed to shoot him. That turn.
But he's also not allowed to do anything.
Yeah, so he's just standing there like middle of the battlefield going, I don't know.
Yeah. Do I want to side with him? I'm not sure actually.
Or could be a traitor rule where you can turn on your own teammates.
You could, but it wouldn't ever really be much point in that, would it? Unless for a narrative perspective.
Well, yeah. But, depends how you play.
I'd like to see some fruity rules like that show up. Right, what I'm going to do, I'm going to pop, because I can't go any further than this. Oh, yeah, I can. No, I can't. Oh, shit balls. Right, what I'm going to do, I'm going to just pop him together, and we can have a little bit of a look at where we are. The power armor needs to be done, but I need to film that. So that's going to be done anytime soon. This little cape. Oh, I like your little cape.
I'm using my knights tomorrow night.
Yeah?
I've got my weekend.
Who are you up against?
Necrons.
The Crons.
The Crons, yeah.
The boys from the Dynasty.
Yeah, which is quite hard with 4 models, I think. I think it's going to be a hard game, but...
Okay, so we're starting to get a little bit of a feel of just how he's going to look. So there he kind of is.
Oh, he's looking good.
Oh wait. Oh, where's his shield? What have I done? Oh, there it is. Oh, jeez. Hang on. Let me pop his little shield on. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's nice. I like that. Let's just put him in there. So there he is. Okay, there we go. Ready? I'm going to tilt him back. So that's he's kind of looking all royal and stuff.
Yeah, he looks really cool.
Oh, I've gone for a very, very, very dark green armor.
Yeah.
You can see just here. Let me just.
That's cool.
There we go. And then we can see the cape. He's got little watchers, got little friends. There you go. Lovely big flowing cape.
I love the cape. And the cape's amazing.
So once the power armor is completed, which really his power armor isn't going to take that long to do. It's felty. He's got some extra little bits to go on.
Yeah.
And then it's just the head options and do a bit of a final assembly. So he shouldn't.
Nice.
Sorry, have I missed what? Have I missed? Clicked on my social media and hoping everything. Really, I got to admit, honestly, Dead Dancer. I know I post a lot, but literally, I post and I've already moved on to something else. Like I tend to stay in my own little bubble. Like I just put it out there and off I go. I'm not really obsessed with likes or follows and stuff like that. Like I've never, in the 5 years I've done Instagram, really asked people to follow me. I've just enjoyed doing it, and I feel that I'm I get a lot more out of Instagram than I do most people, because I'm not actually concerned about what people are doing, because I've already done it and moved on to the next thing. I honestly think it's the best way to be. All those pages go away this week.
Oh, another thing I'm thinking about doing for Games Expo is, if anyone says hi to me, I'm going to give them a little green dice.
Hey!
Nothing special about dice, but it's obviously colour of mental health. And
if you spot Josh at the Games Expo, say hi. He'll give you a dice.
I'll give you, limited stock though. So
if you say hi in a foreign language, Josh will eat it in front of you.
I won't do that. No.
And then you roll Josh, and you have to find out what number he is. If you roll a 6 on Josh, you get a kiss or a high five. Fraser, point out. Yeah, Fraser, please let me know how many points of NIDS you've actually got, because you've got some big beasties as well. I know you have. Like Lotus Spells, Pheasants and Birds. In continental buttocks. And the lion's looking pretty snazzy. Thank you very much. Like I said, it's just gone through that horrible stage of it's just felt like nothing was coming together. And now all of a sudden it's like, oh, I've just got the armor to do, and that's the majority of the body done.
Yeah.
So
it's all good fun.
Good. No, it is. Yes, I will definitely let you know if I can come to the Games Expo. It'd be a good laugh, I think. It'd be a really good laugh.
Yeah.
And always a pleasure to be actually physically with you, Josh.
Yes. Believe it or not, me and Rob only met once in person.
I know, yeah, we have.
It's we like literally talk to each other every day, and
we've been doing the hangout and hobby. I mean, it must be what, 3 years in June?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah,
got to be something like that we've been doing the weekly hangout and hobbies and that.
Yeah, I've been doing it for about 4 years, haven't I?
Yeah, you did them before me on your own.
Yes.
And then we joined, and it came like I guess a bit more of a permanent thing.
Yeah, and I am gonna try and do a few at least once a week an Instagram one. A few people on there have asked me to, so
yeah, nice.
But I'm not setting a specific date for them, like day. I'm just going to do when I can. Obviously, home life's a bit chaotic for me, as you know.
Yeah.
So I don't want to commit.
No, absolutely. Yeah. It makes perfect sense.
So, it could be Monday night, Tuesday night. It definitely won't be a Friday night. Unless I do one live from club, which I could actually do. But I'm always so busy at club, so it's very hard for me to do a live. If that makes sense.
Yes. Really, what you need is someone following you around doing the live with you.
Yeah, I mean, I probably could do a live probably next month for club.
Do I'd love to. I'd love to see it.
This month I'm quite busy. I've got my league game tomorrow. We're continuing our D&D game from last week next week. And then I'm doing some Moonstone tutorials at the end of the month because obviously it's May, Moonstone May. And I need to prepare myself for Games Expo for it. So get a few practice games in. So
nice.
Yeah, it's I'm hoping I'm just gonna be more serving customers rather than doing demos, but
well,
it'll be what it be. But yeah, looking forward to it either way.
No, it should be a lot of fun regardless.
Yeah, I'm writing a list of stuff to look out for Games Expo as well.
Nice. Anything in particular you've got your eye on that you wanna?
Yeah, so obviously TD Combat sent the Club Rumble Slam.
Yeah.
And I have been watching a few videos I've played, and touch wood, I'm gonna try and get actual play next week on my home.
Nice.
Whether it's with myself or with Sally. But yeah. But then there's a Lord of the Rings RPG. What's called me on it? I know it's really not your street.
Lord of the fucking what was he? You roll the sticks and you walk some more. What's he doing? Oh, he's walking.
That looks
now. Oh, he's still
walking.
Oh, what's that? He's got a ring. What's he going to do with that? Fucking walk some more.
Yeah. Shatterpoint. I think the box set looks really good, but the price set of it is a bit too much for my budget.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I would literally just buy Shatterpoint and that's it if I brought it, you know. Which I'd rather get little bits, you know, rather than just one big thing. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to them. Yeah, just Critical Kit. They always do good stuff. I actually missed their store last year. It was one of the other club members who found him and spoke to him on my behalf. Because what I did last year is, if a new club member's going, I gave them business cards.
Yeah.
And I said, you know, try and promote the club. You know, best you can if you talk to people. You know what I mean? And yeah, we did that, and yeah, we had a few people interested in that. So
good.
It's yeah, and I sent some
dice. Wasn't it? Yeah, people that did the dice. You had some people.
Yeah, Critical Kit. Yeah, it's them.
That's it. Yes.
Yeah. I didn't actually see the store last year. But one of the club members did, Helen. So she found it, and I gave her some business cards now.
Nice.
But obviously, she's our treasurer anyway, so you know.
Yeah, I knew that.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Come on, Ralph. We're keeping up to date with stuff.
You know, you've only been a committee member for what, 2 years now? Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah. You should know this. Yeah. I'm there.
But yeah, and yeah, but as far as club goes for games, actually, I'm not really looking for anything because Leviathan's going to be main priority for club box.
Yeah, I think a lot of people would be looking forward to that,
and that's going to be like
that'd be a big one. Yes, you know? Absolutely.
Unless a games company wants to send the club it for free, but you know, I'm just throwing that one out.
Absolutely.
But you know, or like trade price something, which would really help the club. But yeah, it's yeah. Apart from that, yeah, Leviathan's going to be the main priority. So
nice.
I might buy a few MDF terrain pieces at Games Expo Club. Something like
I would always say get a little something for yourself for the memory.
I've got stuff. I'm going to buy stuff for myself, you know, which I'd say my own money up for. Yeah. I always take some club money as well to, you know, see anything.
Just in case. Yeah, no, absolutely.
You know, so last year we took some club money and we got a few bits and bobs for the club. Yeah, but obviously, Leviathan's going to take priority.
Even number one. Right, we did have a few questions.
Oh, sorry.
Wow, 4,500 points. No Bio-Titan yet. You see. You're not a real NID player then, are you? If you ain't got Bio-Titan. Dean, what's your guys' advice for starting painting professionally, plus commissions and a YouTube channel? Wow.
That's right. I don't do either of them.
Right. So firstly, I would never consider myself a professional painter. If you listen to me speak, or if you ever listen to me speak, I consider myself bang average. I can always do better. I would always say take time, work on building a community and an audience, rather than working to build a pleasing statistics for algorithms, because in all honesty, that's not the be all and end all. So I probably wouldn't, worry about stuff like that. Commission painting can be a funny thing, because really it's what you're capable of in the realms of what is doable. I've done commission painting before. Once again, I'm an awful example of commission painting because I'm so fucking lazy. Josh knows this. I paint what I want.
Yep.
I've turned down armies before for thousands of pounds
because,
when I was doing Death Guard a couple of years ago, a guy wanted me to paint. Jesus Christ, I think I've still got the picture, but there was an absolute metric ton. I mean, it must have been 5,000-6,000 points of Death Guard.
Bloody hell.
And he was like, I'll make it worth your while. And I was like, no.
Wow.
One, because I'm one person. If I'm one person and I take on one job, that means I can only do that job, which means I actually lose all other streams of revenue because I focus on that. So I actually turned it down. Know your limits when it comes to commission painting, and never undervalue your own work is what I can definitely say.
Yeah.
Is never devalue the work you do. Be proud of the work you do. There is always someone that will pay it if it's good. And network is another good one. Something I'm notoriously bad at because I just tend to stay in my room. Rob, do you want to come to this event? I'm washing my hair that day.
I am working on him, guys. Trying to drag him out to different events.
Like, I don't know. I'm awful at that type of stuff. I'm just so like, I don't know. I should go to these things, but then I'm like, nah. What have we got here? But someone doing a 10th edition launch weekend in July. All games are free. You're welcome to join us along with the rest of the club. Oh, nice.
Hit me up with that, Simon, on Instagram, and I will look into that, and I will put in my diary. Because I have been meaning to get down to Boltstorm, it just haven't happened with family life and other stuff. You know how life is. But yeah, I have been meaning to get down to Boltstorm, and I'm very excited to the guys. I still haven't been because I think I messed them last year, and I still haven't came down. But yeah, drop a message on Instagram about that, and I'll look into it, and I'll see if anyone is up for the club to come with me. But I will try and make an effort to be there.
And then, sorry, just quickly, how do you work out how much to charge people? That's a bit of a grey area. Like, I would paint models I wanted to paint and just be like, oh, just give 20 quid. Because I just wanted to paint that model, and just as long as my overheads were covered, it didn't really matter. However, I would say things like double box price are good until you work out how much you paint 10 models for and how much you paint like a HQ for. So if you spend £30 and there's a box of 10 models and you go double box price and you've had to pay for that box, then you're charging £3 per model, which isn't a lot considering, like, especially for me, I paint every model individually. A model takes me an evening. So you're looking at 4 or 5 hours per model. It's just not financially doable or sustainable for myself. However, HQs, if you go paint your HQ and it's £25 and and it takes me an evening to paint, or 2 evenings, burnt £25, but I've still only painted one model. So bigger stuff tends to be better, in my opinion. But once again, I really don't have enough experience with the commission side of things because I was just so lazy with it.
I think with you as well, you never wanted to do it as a profession. You've never wanted to do this.
No, I just wanted to paint stuff for my friends and just have the opportunity to paint stuff that maybe I wouldn't have got an opportunity to paint. Like I would never have painted that Myrmidon.
Yeah.
Because I just didn't, need one, or so I wanted to paint one, but so it was that was very much me in a nutshell. It was using other people's models to paint stuff that I just wanted to paint. I mean, that's all I've ever really liked doing, is that I just like painting, really.
Yeah, and if you don't have to buy the models, then it's in bed for you, isn't it? Because you're not.
Well, that's it. It is the main thing. Yeah. So if people send you it, another thing I would say is ask people to send you them new. Like, don't let them build it or anything like that. You do it all.
Yeah.
Because if they've, glued bits together that you can't get to or anything like that, it could hamper the painting process. But also at the same time, if something goes wrong, that was new out the box. It kind of not only protects you, but also protects your customer as well. So I do hope that helps.
Yeah, I suppose just having fun with it. You know what I mean? Just.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Always enjoy it.
That comes into the know your own limits, because there's no point taking on a massive army that's going to pay well if really that's the worst thing that you can ever think of painting.
Yeah, I mean, I paint a lot of club stuff, but club is non-profitable. I don't make any money from the club. I don't get wage from club. It takes a lot of time to run, not actually physically run the club, but do all the paperwork and obviously build paint models, stuff like that, organise.
Yeah, there's a lot behind the scenes.
There's a lot behind the scenes. It's not just opening up Friday night 3 hours and closing, but until next week. Just trying to work out who's coming at night, who's playing who, certain set tables, and
how many tables, what's being played, so the scenery matches. Do we have enough? What you don't realise is how much of an asset Josh is to the wargaming community.
Oh, fun.
And I say that without joking or anything like that. The man is completely selfless.
Oh, bless you. Yeah, but no, I enjoy doing it. It can be a bit of a drag sometimes, especially obviously Rob knows my family life and what I deal with at home.
That's the polite way of saying I watch Josh while he sleeps.
Yeah, he's got a camera in my house. It's quite disturbing, but
it's not a camera. It's not a camera.
But no, me and Rob talk all the while, and he knows a lot of my family life and that. So he some days what I'm dealing with, as well as running club. And
this isn't just something we do. We're actual friends. Hey.
Yeah. We won't talk to each other until next live now.
Yeah, I'll see you next week.
Yeah, but no, it's now I really enjoy running the club. It's not really commission painting, but it is part of the hobby, I suppose, for me and other people who come to club. Obviously benefit from it. Met some amazing people since I've relaunched the club, and just really good fun. And I think I've helped a lot of people as well. So it's always good to know you've helped people in your community.
Yes, absolutely.
Plastic models.
Who would have thought, eh?
Yeah. But no, it's all good fun. It's it has the fun side, seeing everyone happy on a Friday night, and it has the serious side where you're just at a computer doing paperwork all day, and it's just like, oh my god. But learning new games, it can be fun, but it also can be hard work because you're trying to learn a lot of new games sometimes. I've got games a company have sent me, but I haven't even looked into yet because I've just haven't had time. And it's not that I'm ungrateful; it's just
time
and club interest as well. I don't just try and get people to play Warhammer every week. I do like playing different games, and I do try and push games. But when it's me learning every single game at the club, it can be hard work. That's why I don't run D&D sessions myself, because I don't have time. But we have got a brilliant DM who is a teenager, and he's doing his Duke of Edinburgh with us. Which, if anyone's not from the UK, Duke of Edinburgh Award is a award you get in the UK for like volunteering in community groups. You have to do 4 different things. You go camping and stuff like that, and it's really good for when they get jobs now. So got a few people doing our club as well, which they run D&D, and he's brilliant. So
good. There we go. Always hard to find a good DM some days.
Yes, it is.
I've never played Dungeons and Dragons in my life.
It's really fun. You should try it. I'm gonna have to try and get you over, and we'll play. Even if I DM, I'll get to playing. I'll do the Lord of the Rings version for you if you want.
No.
It's
roll a d20. Oh, you've walked some more.
you walked into Mordor.
Oh, there you go. Job done. What do you want to do here? Well, I don't know. Just whatever.
Have you seen the new D&D movie? Unfortunately, not yet. I have been meaning to go, but life's just gone away, and I don't think it's in cinemas no more either, is it?
That's a shame.
But I'll see when it comes out. But it is what it is. I haven't seen it, and I'm probably not going to able to get to cinema in time to see it now. But I don't know. That's another way of doing it. I love to see the new Mario because I know my daughters really wonder.
Oh, now that is a film I have seen.
Which just a lot of fun, but again, I think time frame of it. If it's still around May half term, probably maybe try and take them then.
You might get the odd showing, maybe on a matinee, but honestly, the Mario movie, I went with my youngest. We love Mario, and it was so much fun. I know Penge took his little boy, and he also had a fantastic time with it. If you like Mario, if you grew up with Mario, then you are going to have a fantastic time with it.
And it's got Jack Black in, so that just.
He's so good in it.
Jack Black's good in most movies. So Jack Black's just.
Do you know what I really want to watch?
What?
I want to watch School of Rock again. Yeah. I want to watch this good movie.
Yeah, School of Rock, brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah, and Mario's done over 8 billion now. Super Mario.
Blimey. Have you seen the Pick of Destiny? Maybe.
Not all the way through.
Oh, that's funny. Oh, quite like that.
Yeah, no, I need to.
Yeah. But it's a bit like Simon Pegg and Cross. I love their movies as well, It's
very much so.
Probably more
just good chemistry.
Yeah. But it's Shaun of Dead. It's one of the best movies ever.
I remember when Tenacious D burst onto the scene all them years ago with Tribute. That was the album.
Yes.
And it was just like everyone was like, "This guy's making a rock album? Like what? Isn't he? He's like some Hollywood actor." And it was just amazing.
Yeah. With his friend Carl
Gass. I love it. KG.
Yeah.
Give him a taste, KG.
And Dave Grohl from Foo Fighters is the drummer.
Yes, he did drum in the Tribute. He was dressed up as Satan.
Yeah.
Because Jack Black also was in the Foo Fighters video for Screws, where they lock in a hotel room and get real weird. I like it. I'm all for being weird.
I did not know that. I have to say.
Yeah, it's Jack Black and Dave Grohl and they're in the hotel room, cross-dressing. I don't know. Can you call it cross-dressing anymore? Oh my god, I don't know. But that's what they were like. You know, it was
Yeah,
like
yeah.
But
you see Jack Black's TikToks of that throughout lockdown.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was J-Balls.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah, I love it. Absolutely
mental.
love it. Love the man to bits. I just think
Yeah.
he's national treasure.
Yes. Yeah.
Very much so.
Yeah. He should be president.
He should do everything. I'd make him king of the world if they'd let me.
Jack Black, president of the United States.
Yes, School of Rock is. I saw a thing the other day and it just really made me laugh, and I was like, "Damn, that movie's so good." And it was like, "Oh, you're the." He was like, "You're the pussy slayer" or something like that. And he was like, "Oh, please, I'm not a satanic sex god anymore." And I love it. I love that line. It's just such an amazing movie. Like, it really is.
So rock and roll, isn't it? Like,
it's wicked. I love it. I think it's so good. Now, I'm going to sound really trampy, but I know exactly where my clippers are because they're on the floor.
Okay.
And I haven't cleaned up because I've been living a bit like a bit of a hobo life at the moment. And I'm just going to clip this.
Okay.
It's not. That's an awful way to live. I'm not going to lie. My studio looks horrendous at the moment.
I'm still painting off my dining room table, so I haven't really got painted there still. So
it's knackered. I this weekend, I swear to God, I'm going to go give it a really good clean in the studio because it is horrendous.
Yeah, I need to clear table again.
Look myself.
I'll be doing next week. And it's fun a crackle paint now, actually.
But I've been so like wrapped up in the Dark Angel stuff. I'm like, oh, I'll just put that over here for the minute, and then like I've had more stuff arrive, and I'm like, right, I'll put that over there for a minute, and it's like, oh, I need this for a video coming up. Oh, I'll put that over there for a minute, and it's just become just ridiculous.
So I've got green stuff will crackle paint. Which I will put on the base.
That's it. That'll work.
Now, do I put this in a palette or do I just blob it on? You reckon?
Right. The thicker you put it on, the bigger the cracks.
Yeah.
If you put PVA on the base first, you will reduce surface tension on the base, and it will force the paint, giving you even bigger crackles.
Okay.
I hope that helps inform a decision.
I've painted a base black because I know if you paint it sticks better to paint, doesn't it, rather than the actual base.
It does, although you don't want the paint to stick in this instant. You want it to spread apart because that's how you get it to look like ice.
Oh, okay. So I should have painted the base first.
Well, no. Did I tell you to do that? No. Did I say that? No.
No, but every video I've seen, I've always.
No, because it's not going to matter because you're going to prime it afterwards. You're going to spray it white anyway.
Yeah.
So it's going to lock everything in. So I wouldn't worry too much about it. Paint it on and see how it dries. You might not be as happy with it. I say what you want is some nice big crackles because that's what's going to give you the effect of like sheets of ice together.
Okay. See, I don't know whether just to go a lava themed instead of ice themed. I know it wouldn't contrast the model, but it would sort of make the theme of the model, if that makes sense.
What do you mean the theme of the model?
Well, because he's like red and orange, and I've sort of done a rock like as like lumps of like big coal kind of.
Yeah.
Sort of done him as a sort of a lava troll, I suppose.
I mean, it's your model, Josh. Paint it how you want.
I know, but I'm you know what I'm like.
But also at the same time, like I can only comment on if it was me and that was mine, what I would do.
Value your opinion. Great.
I would go the opposite. Like if that was my model and that was my scheme, I would go right. That's quite a dark and rich coloured miniature. So I'm now going to, I'll go the opposite way because it will just help. I mean, that's exactly like I did with my Dark Angels. The reason why they're on such a light base is because they're so dark, and it just helps them stand out that little bit more.
No, that's fair enough. I'll see in the morning when see how the crackle looks and
see how it dries, and take it from there.
Yeah. Okay.
Right, he is pretty much, aside from his power armor, which I can't do anything with just yet, because
I haven't been doing this an hour and 20 minutes now.
Wow, okay, I'm going to have to wrap up soon because I haven't even had dinner yet, Josh.
No dinner?
No.
What did I have for dinner? I had pasta bolognese.
Oh, nice. You cook it?
I did.
Hey, I like it.
I didn't do the sauce though. I was a bit lazy with the sauce, but yeah. I tend to cook most meals. I mean, I buy jar sauce, but it's quick and easy. But I could make my own bolognese sauce if I wanted to. But
Hey, an interesting fact that people from the YouTube community might not know about Josh is Josh is actually used to be a chef.
I did. Yes, I did. I trained for about 10 years since after leaving school. No, must be about 8 years. Yeah, about 8 years. Yeah, went straight to college, went straight into the kitchen, and worked until I had to go to work to look after my wife. And so now I joined the post office before then, part time. Oh, Dean's a chef as well. Or
There you
used to be chef. Hey.
But Josh cooks meth.
Yes.
So, or does he? It's the eternal mystery.
No. No meth, unfortunately.
Josh doesn't cook meth. That's to insinuate that. He just merely sells it.
I don't even sell it. Be buying it like 10 boxes of Leviathan if I sold meth.
Yeah, fantastic. Yeah, blimey, cool, good job.
You know what I mean? Be raking it in. It's
Right, I am down to the power armor, which means I'm down to brass tacks, which means the end is in sight. Oh shit! I forgot to do his little gun. Oh, poop pants. I'll do that later. Oh, my butthole.
This is this guy. Oh, he's almost done getting there now. I mean, I don't like overdoing my models because I tend to ruin them if I, try to do little bits here and there. Then I end up messing them up, and then I get annoyed. And yeah, so I always think less is more sometimes.
Absolutely, don't over gild that lily.
So, yeah,
is what I would say. If you're happy with something, leave it. That's why in a lot of my tutorials, I always say to people, if you're happy with that, leave it.
Yeah.
Because if it looks good and you're happy with it, just leave it. Don't worry.
Yeah, should never let people judge your models unless you're obviously entering a paint competition on, Golden Demon or whatever. But if you're happy with your models and you think you've done a good job, then
you are the only person in the world that has to like what you do.
Yeah.
There's some sound hobby advice there. Okay, cool. I'm happy. Right, Josh, I think I am going to leave it there. 1, I need a cup of tea. 2, I've had a horrendous throat and I can feel it. Just getting sore is on the roof of my mouth today, so I am going to just stop now. I'm going to go walk with little dog. Excuse me.
Oh, how is your little dog, by the way?
Watson is perfectly fine.
Hey.
At the moment, I have to hand feed him off of a fork.
Okay.
You think I'm joking? I literally have the fork right here.
I bet that's really cute. You hand feed him.
I have to hand feed the dog. I'll send you a couple of videos of it after this. It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
If you go to put his bowl in front of him to be like, hey, look, you do like it, eat that, he'll walk off. He'll be like, I'm not eating that. You give it to me from the fork, peasant.
You
I
cheap
don't.
dog. Go on.
I was just going to say, I don't own a dog. I own a small child disguised as a dog. It's a sausage dog. So he's a long boy. That's not a dog. It's another child. It's ridiculous.
I don't know. Maybe a tough love's needed for him.
What? That's my special little baby boy in the whole wide world.
I
think
know,
I'm not going to feed him by hand? I will.
It's you know, maybe just leave him, and if he doesn't eat his food, then he goes hungry, doesn't he?
No, he's a precious little flower. He needs daddy to feed him from the fork.
No, you want to feed him from the fork. That's
basically, yeah. I love him too much to do it. So
fair enough.
There we go. Right, I am going to skedaddle.
No worries.
Josh, it's been an absolute pleasure.
It has.
We'll be back next week.
Yeah. Yes, we will.
We will. Probably same time, probably on the Thursday. Always good.
And I will do an Instagram live at one point.
Yeah, so if you don't follow Josh on Instagram, it's Free Spires Gaming Group with little underscores in. You can... What I will do, remind me to do it, I will put the link for Josh's Instagram handle in the description of this video for those that want to go and follow Josh. If you want to catch up with his live. Sometimes I join in, sometimes I don't. I like to be a little bit of a pervert watcher sometimes, and I just watch him do his lives. Don't say anything. It's always quite enjoyable.
And if anyone else wants to hop on live, more welcome to sub and they can kind of thing. So if people want to just join and say hello.
It's always nice to see other people on there chatting about their things they like and stuff like that. I generally like watching stuff like that. It does fill me up. It's very wholesome, actually. But right, that's it from me in this one. Thanks to everyone that did pop in and say hello. So we managed to get 8 Gantz claws done during this video. So thanks for the stream. Very welcome. I enjoy creeping. I'm the biggest creep. I love creepy is all I have these days. So I really embrace being creepy and strange. Once again, everyone that did pop in and has watched and stuff like that. That's it from us.
It is.
I'll see you all next time.
Yes. And I'll probably speak to you in about 5 minutes, Nonas.
You probably will. Yes, that's it from us. God bless. Take care, and we'll see you all next week. Ciao, ciao. Bye-bye. Bye.